Love. Welcome home to Eden. This is Eve Christoph, your Love Life Muse. So I'm already probably talking too slow for you, aren't I? That's the thing. How do you get a woman to be really juicy with you if you keep defeminizing her? You know, we've heard about emasculating men, but there's a major phenomena going on in the world of defeminizing women. So let's just start with where it begins. It begins with her pace, okay? So you probably are about to turn this off right now. Most people, I think their attention span with me in particular might be pretty short because I talk slow. That's the thing. The slower pace of woman is something that allows for feeling. It allows for heart. It allows for intuition, magic, and spirit to enter the conversation where logic is not running the show. Logic is allowed, but it's not the master. And since many men use logic as their guiding, map, they find women extremely scary or annoying. And they miss out on all the gifts of the feminine because they don't slow down. Here's a funny story. This will give you an example. I in my marriage of 16 years, we had a big problem. We started out not so bad. Of course, most marriages begin pretty well. And the thing about my ex is he was really brilliant. His mind was super... he scored those intelligent test things, the top of all of New York. But what that meant for him is that he was always thinking circles around me and other people, and annoyed and in a hurry because everything was just like he would finish my sentences, he would assume he knew what I was saying, he would feel so frustrated with my pace. And the thing is, he would always answer, he would end my sentences wrong. He would get a totally different story going, and I would be going, no, that's not what I said. What I meant was, and then he'd be on to the next thing that he was projecting I was saying, and pretty soon he had lost touch with me completely, and our sexuality and sensuality dwindled down to nothing. Now, for a really, a very intelligent, intense mind person like you might be, he needed body to bring him out of the torture of an intelligent mind. He needed, when we were really sexual, or we were dancing a lot, and when we were living in nature, we spent a year living on the beach in nature, swimming every hour in the ocean. His intelligence mixed with his body in a way that he was really happy. And he slowed down, and we could meet our... my heart, my mind, his intelligence, everything would come into a balance where I could be in my deep feminine, he could be in his masculine, and there was this beautiful synergy between the two. But we came back to the States after all this nature time, and the more he answered, finished my sentences and talked over me, actually interrupted and talked over me, he lost touch with me. And the thing is, for women, our mind, being in touch with our mind does relate to our heart. You've got to listen to us for us to open our hearts. Now, you'll find in my videos that I don't get to my major content till the end of my videos. And why is that? It's a silly thing to do since most people shut off in the first half a minute. It's because I'm gaining your trust, you're gaining my trust. The longer you are with me, the more safe I feel that you actually care enough to learn from me something. And so then I start to open up, and by the end of my video, when I realize you've been with me for a full 10 minutes or it's 15 minutes, I feel like, oh, now my pearls are safe. It's not pearls before swine, it's pearls before the oyster. So so what happened was he would just he could ace any test in college, right? Because without studying, you're probably like this too. He would just scan the books. Sorry, this physio ball I'm sitting on sounds very odd. So he would like scan things fast. He would figure out, when he'd get to a test, he would just suss out what the test makers were trying to manipulate, and then he wouldn't even have to know the answers. He could just tell what answer they wanted to be right. So he was used to getting away with his mind just, making him a winner. But the thing is, when we would walk down the street, everything became obvious. When we walked down the street, his pace was faster, and he would want me to hurry up. He's a tall man. I don't have such long legs. Sometimes I'd be in heels. And the stress of me trying to keep up with him, and then trying to talk faster and keep up with his mind, all of this, pretty soon I became more and more masculine, less and less juicy, less positive, less sensual, less laughter. I was constantly just trying to be like him on his terms so that he wouldn't be annoyed and shout at me to hurry up. So your silence, when you are silent with a woman, you're listening, you're bringing her into her juiciness. All right, so the whole point of my show, like if I did bullet points right now and I did numbers of everything I said, I would have many more viewers and followers, but that would miss the entire point of this show, which is to bring people into the feminine, to support feminine ways of relating and our needs. So I like to go with stories. Women are stories, and me in particular, I'm dyslexic, so what I see is an entire globe of understanding that has no beginning or end, and I never know even where the beginning or the end of any thought is. And same with when I'm drawing something, I can start with a toe or a nose or an ear, it doesn't matter, because it's just all a sphere to me. So you want to enter the sphere with women. You want to enter the wholeness place with her. And her wholeness place means she's not ruled by mind, and you can't be either. You can bring your intelligence, but you've got to open to your heart and your body and your soul. And when you do this, you get silent. You get more silent, and you listen more. And you're listening with your senses, not just your head to her. You're listening to her emotions, like an animal that can sense fear or joy. And when you sense in to her full expression of where she's at, oh my goodness, now you're starting to connect. I have notes here. Let's see if I've... Yes, feminine space is timeless. It's timeless. All right, so this is a lot of time you spent really opening up to this whole journey of you. And the other thing is, you're opening to the feminine in you, and if you're a woman watching this and you're always in a hurry, of course we want to be efficient and get things done, but you're cutting yourself off from your juiciness if you don't allow yourself to just be, feel, and slow down. So when you walk down the street with her, guys, slow down, hold her hand, be with her, make that the priority instead of getting there, okay? Even if you're going to be late, you'll be so much happier. and women, oh, you have a right to go at your own pace. And you know what's amazing I'm finding? I'm getting so much more done. It's like everything happens all at once. When I'm at my slower pace, my linear pace is I will accomplish X amount of jewelry in X amount of time, and then I will call X amount of stores, and my head's hurting and I'm overwhelmed and ouch.